You ever been looking at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and thought, you know what, I wish those guys were dinosaurs? Well, look no further, because I found the kids' adventure film for you. I think my favourite dinosaur is probably going to be the T-Rex. I mean, come on. It's a big bad guy. I mean, he's got those little arms, but they're little cuties, really. You know what I mean? What about yourself? What was that? You like chickens? No, see, I think you get it wrong there. They're sort of like all birds are descendants from dinosaurs. They're not technically dinosaurs, you know what I mean? They weren't living around when the T-Rex was around, you know. Yeah. No. Yeah, you're right. Fair. Dino Nugs? Sorry, what? You think Dino Nugs have come from dinosaurs? I don't know why I talked to you, man. Oh, hello there. Ooh, it's your boy, Ray Fandango. Hello and welcome back to Ray Fandango Talks Movies. I'm your host, Ray Fandango, and as always, I'm going to be talking movies. If you love movies, well, you've come to the right place, guys. I love the movies. I love your gory ones. I love your silly ones. I love your scary ones. And I love your dinosaur kicking ass ones, because that's what we've got in store for you today, folks. I'm going to try something a little bit different today. I want to just try and speed through this one as quick as I can, because, hey, we've all got lives to live, all right? And maybe we don't want to be sitting around for God knows how long listening to me yappa-dabba-doo-dah. And that way we can just all get on with our lives. So let's stop dilly-dallying. Sit back, relax, put your feet up. I'll put the kettle on, and let's deep dive in another movie, baby. Let's get down to business. Right, folks. So this week I've stumbled upon a family venture movie by the name of Adventures in Dinosaur City. Released in 1991, the tagline is, "They're not cold-blooded, they're just cool." When I first stumbled upon this, I started watching it and I just thought, this screams Disney. And I haven't looked into it. I kind of think it was released on Disney maybe once upon a time, but I don't think they've really put their name to it, and I don't really blame them. I mean, for what it was, this film isn't too bad. Let's start with the stats. We've got a director by the name of Brett Thompson. The runtime is 1 hour and 28 minutes. The tomato meter? There ain't no tomato meter, because the critics do not want to watch this shit. The popcorn meter is a 41%, so I think there's some nostalgia people out there. And the letterbox is a 2.8. Pow pow. The premise? Well, the premise is these kids have got parents who are mad scientists, and they're sort of working on portal dimension thing in the garage. And they go off, brother, sister, and a boy. And they go into the garage and they're like, oh, we're going to go watch their favorite TV show, the dinosaur TV show on this TV. And what happens? They get zapped into the TV show, and then they're stuck in this dinosaur world, and they need to figure out how to get back. We start this movie, we've got a couple of kids watching TV, no, not a problem. And they show you the opening credits of this TV show, and at one point this guy is sort of choking his friend while he's looking at this girl, and it looks like he's masturbating. There's no two ways about it. That's definitely what they're trying to do here, and it's not the first sort of sexual innuendo you will find in this kids movie. They do a little bit where there's a sped up dance. What they do, I can't remember how it goes, but I think it's a little bit like this. I'll show it to you, and then you can see what I mean. That gets played out a lot throughout this movie. Kids are in the garage and they're getting zapped through into this portal, and it's just a lot of shaky camera work and a lot of kids going, whoa, 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 as they're sort of flying through the portal. Kind of a bit like Spy Kids, you know, when they sort of get dropped down that mountain. But this one is through a portal, and it goes on for a little bit too long. They get there, they're greeted by this lovely little puppet dinosaur guy who seems to be the comic relief of the movie, and he's got lovely zingers like, whoa, call this cool, how about goodbye cool world? Or, you kids are all alike, eventually they'll just drop you. But anyway, the Rockies turn up, and they're the cave people, essentially, and they are not very nice. They work for the big bad dinosaur, and they've come to steal a gem, which is keeping a volcano from erupting, I believe. And then we see the cave lady sort of walking away, and as we see the cave walking away, the puppet dinosaur is like, hubba hubba aruga. He's really enjoying what he's seeing. Again, a kid's movie. Throughout the whole thing, there's cheesy sets, and there's drawn landscapes, and there's far too much red going on. I don't know what they thought back then was looking like, but they thought it looked a lot of red, and it sort of reminded me a little bit like CBBC's Jungle Run, but maybe with actually a little bit more production value. So the kids take this little puppet dinosaur and they decide we're going to have to save them from this volcano that's about to erupt. So we've got to get this gem back, and they go on a little mission to go find it. And they end up through a dinosaur graveyard, and they see this sick sort of, I think it's a statue, but it's a dinosaur bones with a scythe, which was actually pretty cool, not going to lie. And they go across the skeleton of a dinosaur, and one of the lads falls in, and as he falls in, this giant snake rises out of the water as slowly as possible, and then just sort of goes there, and they run away. Obviously, I mean, it's a giant snake, but then the snake goes there, then rises back down again. There was a snake, and it was a threat. It's not a very quick threat. Then they come across a dino bar where they see their intrepid dino heroes playing poker, having games and drinking, essentially, and reminded me a bit of that scene from Frogtown where they go into the bar and you've got sort of scantily clad dino ladies, and one of them propositions the boy if he wants to have a good time, and you're like, again, this is a kids movie, guys. And of course they have a big old brawl. Reminded me a little bit of Dusk Till Dawn. I mean, not as good, obviously, but all hell breaks loose and they all just start throwing things and punching each other. I mean, one of the kids realizes that he's really good at punching, so he gives everyone a good sock, and the dinosaur heroes are actually really good at fighting, so they all punch these cavemen all the way over to the out of the bar, and they just rock them up and just knock them out. Then they end up at a tree which is lit up by fireflies, I believe, and they're sort of having a little chill there. Uh-oh, the Rockies have turned up again, and we see some more kicking ass, but what really happens is these two dinosaurs sort of stand there, and two at a time, these cavemen sort of come up and they just punch one and punch one and punch one, and they just keep doing that. And you just think, I know they're meant to be idiots and they're cavemen, but if any of them just thought, you know what, let's hold back and let's just attack them all at once, we might stand a chance. But that ain't happening. Then they use the little girl as bait. They sort of sexy her up a little bit again. Why? And the guard sort of like go, whoa, hubba hubba, we want a piece of that, and bosh, she knocks them out, and they stumble upon a jail cell, and that's where they find Rex, the good dinosaur's dad, who was marked a traitor once upon a time, but apparently just been locked up in a cell, and they sort of have a kiss and a cuddle, and that's very sweet and warm. And then they start the big showdown, and gotta say, the Triceratops is actually kicking ass. So this is like the sidekick to the main guy, and oh my god, like the person in that suit can move. I don't know where that came from. I've not really seen much of that before. There was a few sort of solid, maybe stiff punches, but this guy's doing flips. He's kicking ass. Like I say, that was when I really thought this is basically Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles dino style, and I'm here for it. And of course, the kids win. They beat the big bad dinosaur. Comic relief puppet dinosaur manages to take the gem and fly back and save the day. And then the kids have got this remote and they go, right, we're going to go back now, guys. See you later. And off they go. Once come back from their convention, they go, oh, we've got something to show you. Let's go. And that's how it ends. And then the credits roll and you've got the whitest rap about kids meeting dinosaurs you've ever heard before.
To roll the rock and stone, volcano blows, fortissimo, flying, swimming, dinosaur women, grinning at the dino boys, heads are spinning, stalactite, night flight, reaching up the Fahrenheit, rhapsodizing, a caveman's battle plan, cutting it through it, the kick drum could do it, the beat is bumping.
Well, there you have it, guys. That was a nice little speed run. I thought the film was not bad, if I'm honest. I think if I'd watched this as a kid, I actually probably would have really enjoyed it. I like dinosaurs. I like people kicking ass. And yeah, okay, it probably didn't have the best budget. The sets were pretty cool. And I think they did well with what they had. The writing was a bit terrible, but you know, back in those days, it really didn't matter, especially for kids' TV. I think the one thing I'd say is maybe less sexual innuendos. Just need something to make the parents more involved. I don't know. Anywho, folks, thank you again for watching. Tell me, what did you think of Adventures of Dinosaur City? Have you watched it? Do you want to watch it? Do you wish you were a kid and watched it? Do you think that the sexual innuendos are a bit too inappropriate, or did you want more in a kids' movie? What did you think of the puppets and the action scenes? Please let me know your thoughts. Now, to finish you off with a little bit of Ray Fandango's Food for Thought. This is me from the help of Lady Fandango, and she had a question that I had to Google, but why is paneer not just halloumi? right? But you cook it. It's not your normal cheese. You cook it. They're both a bit squeaky and a little bit soft. They're pretty much the same thing. But apparently not. Apparently they do have different properties that can be separated. But hey, if you put cooked paneer in front of me and cooked halloumi in front of me, I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Maybe you guys would, and I'm just a fool with egg on my face. Anywho, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Just all I can say is just stay weird, folks. You know what? I tell a lie. Actually, my favorite dinosaur is a crocodile. There you go. That's something that's still alive now that was alive then. It's technically, again, a dinosaur. I think they're sick. They're awesome. Yours is the fly. No, flies aren't dinosaurs. They've been around for a while. Yeah, that's true, but they're not dinosaurs. I barely know what's going on, mate, but I just feel like you're wrong.